Mr. Nice Guy. Yeah!
Wow, Mac, that was brilliant. Brilliant. Did you do that?
Yeah, man, I put that together. Yeah.
Oh my God, incredible, Mac. That was absolutely incredible. Thank you for that.
Hey, man, I enjoyed putting that together. At the same time, I hated putting that together because I know it's our last show. But man, I've been looking forward tonight in so many different ways. And the first part was, and I got to ask you this. This is our last night of watching SmackDown, where we have to watch 2 hours of this product. Did they disappoint you tonight, Vince?
Listen, Mac, let's be honest. It ended the same way it started. It started a big pile of steaming dog shit, and it ended a big pile of steaming dog shit. I wrapped up Raw on Monday night. I wrapped up SmackDown tonight, and I swear to God, bro, this is the absolute truth. I feel like I have a new lease on life. Not having to watch these two shit shows every freaking week. Oh my God, it's worth the money we're losing down to the last penny. And you know, again, tonight is the exact reason why we feel the way that we do, Matt.
Yeah, man. My wife earlier this evening, she said, "This is your last night of having to stay up and watch the wrestling stuff." And I think to her, the wrestling stuff. Yeah. And I said, "Yeah." She goes, "Are you looking forward to it?" And I said, "Yeah."
Yeah.
I could watch something else. By the way, you and I recently were talking about some other shows on the streaming services. Task.
Oh, great show.
Okay. I loved it up until the last couple of episodes.
Yeah,
man, went off
what's
track.
his name? What was the guy's name that got killed? Bobby. What was his name? The guy.
I can't remember, to be honest with you.
When he got killed, it kind of took a turn for the worse, I think.
It seemed to me like they were rushing to the end. Like they took their sweet time telling the first, 2 or 3 episodes. In fact, it was a little bit too slow, I thought. But it came in really kind of well about episode 3. And then when it got past that, it started getting kind of wonky. And I was like, man, no.
As a matter of fact, I didn't even watch Sunday's episode yet. When that dude died, I can't remember. I think it was Bobby, whatever. When that dude died, it took a nosedive because he was a really likable character. And when they killed him off, man, it was kind of like, eh.
Yeah. The show didn't feel the same to me anymore. Yeah. And I did watch, and we'll get into wrestling in just a second here, or try to.
No, we won't, Mac.
You mentioned the Penguin series.
God,
I watched it, and man, I didn't realize who's the guy playing the Penguin.
Oh, geez,
you would never know it by looking at him.
Never in a million years. Never in a million years.
Right now, but he's a major star, and he's playing Penguin. And like I said, it took me 2 or 3 episodes until I started going, who's playing this guy?
We got to look it up now, Mac. Now we got to. Because a lot of people say I look like that guy. What's his name? Come on, look it up, Mac.
You look like the Penguin?
Yeah, no, the guy, the actor.
Here, let me tell you something. I'll just pull it up here. God, that's going to kill me because he's such a name. I should have remembered it. But I mean, this is just how much.
Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell. That's it.
Yeah. What unbelievable! What a show. And Mac, I went back. I swear to God, man, I'm just wrapping it up. But I went back to watch Breaking Bad for a second time. Just freaking incredible.
Okay, you're not gonna believe me when I tell you this. I've never seen an episode.
You gotta watch it, Mac. You gotta watch. You won't be able to turn it off. I swear to God, when you've got television time and you could do whatever you want with that television time, and you put a massive turd like this on the air, you should be embarrassed. You should literally be embarrassed.
To me, it just goes to show we're talking about shows that we enjoyed and things that most of you who are watching probably have watched some or one of these shows at least, and how cool the show was, and you wanted to see the next episode. And we ask this all the time on this show since we first started. Do you feel the same way when it comes to SmackDown or Monday Night Raw? And the answer in most cases, for most people, when you really ask them the truth, they'll tell you no, because they're not watching a full episode. Whereas if I'm going to watch the Penguin, Let me tell you something. I'm not watching 5 minutes one day, 10 minutes the following day. I'm watching the entire episode start to finish because it's that damn good. Yeah. And it drives me crazy that our wrestling can't be the same.
You know, Mac, I'm gonna start doing some work. I don't want to say with who yet because I don't want to ruin it for them. I'm gonna start doing some work with a wrestling promotion, and I spent like last week.
By the way, Vince, I don't mean to cut you off, but I know who it is because I heard Disco and Conan talking about it. And you're going to be going to the NWA. You're writing for the NWA.
They got that right, man. But
or MLW, maybe that was the other one I heard too. That you might be.
Mac, I got to tell you this, and this is the God honest truth. The first 9 shows I wrote, first of all, somebody gets concussed, and we talk about concussion protocol, number 1. Number 2, we drug test. And this is in storyline now. This is in storyline. And not only do we drug test in storyline, but the guy responsible for taking the drug test literally stands next to the stall of the wrestler to make sure they're not using somebody else's piss. Yep. We do that. And also a female wrestler who is in danger of losing power pulls the Me Too card. All in the first 9 shows. The first 9 shows, and look at this shit. This show. What do you guys want me and Mac to talk about for an hour? This show is one big fight. That's all it is, Mac. It's one big fight. That's it. This guy's attacking that guy. That guy's attacking this guy. This guy's attacking this guy. We're gonna turn Jade Cargill heel for no reason. We're gonna do the Naomi Jade Cargill storyline over with Fatu. What, bro? I swear to God, they should Triple H, Paul Heyman, Pritchard, Hayes, whoever the hell is involved should drop to their knees and thank God for AI. Thank God for AI, because literally AI is the only thing that could save their jobs. That's the only thing that could save their jobs.
Tonight's show was absolutely horrendous, like you say, from start to finish. Not a lot to talk about in the show, so to keep that in mind, drop in your super chats. Ask your questions in super chats. We'll throw them up on the screen. You can become a part of the program. And tonight is the final program, the very last BroDown. We have been fired. We've been future endeavored, whatever you want to call it. I do want to address that real quick because somebody did make a comment on another show. I won't say who, where, or anything like that, but I did hear the comment that, oh, look, Vince Russo killed WCW, and now he's killed Sportskeeda.
Yes.
But I want to be honest with you. Sportskeeda, whatever streamlining the business, whatever they're doing to what they need to do for their business is their concern. But the numbers that the shows were getting were astronomical for Sportskeeda. The amount of coverage that got out there through Sportskeeda was incredible. They were, absolutely great partner to be with, to work with all this time. So anybody who feels like, we're getting canceled because we had low numbers, brother, I can tell you that is not the case at all.
And I could care less about that. Here's the reality of the situation, guys. This is the reality. Sportskeeda and Wrestle Binge was the victim of a shitty wrestling product. It's that, bro. I just read before I came on the air, guys. Okay, AEW Collisions, whatever the main Dynamite, lowest rating ever. NXT just did a crappy rating, guys. We're that's going to reflect on us. We are going to pay for that because wrestling is the backbone of what we do. So when there's a shitty product out there, it's going to trickle down to all of us. And that is what happened to Sportskeeda. Bro, when less and less people are watching wrestling, less and less people are going to stop watching wrestling shows. Do the math, bro. It's that simple, man.
And you can see this across the entire range of different types of things in wrestling right now, because the numbers of viewership, whether it's in podcasting, videos, whatever it may be, have dropped. It's because the interest in the actual product is not as hot as it once was.
Right. And guys, when's the last time you heard Michael Cole screaming at the top of his lungs, "We've got a sold out crowd"? They have not used the word sold out in at least the last 3 months, bro. And we kept telling you, slowly but surely, man, this is going to catch up with you. Slowly but surely, you keep putting a shitty product out there. Slowly but surely, it's going to catch up with you. And I was watching tonight, a lot of blackened areas in that arena tonight.
Oh, yeah. Traffic Jam popping in with the $5 super chat. Mac Davis and Vince Russo are the greatest tag team to ever do it. This is sad that BroDown is the last episode, or this one is the last episode. Thank you for the Friday nights. Traffic Jam, we appreciate your help in the show throughout the entire time we've been here. I can't think of many shows where I haven't seen your name pop up.
Absolutely. 1,000%, bro. We really appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Let's see. David Duffett popping in. No one in Canada watching WWE. Go Jays, go.
Yeah, I'm kind of split, man, because I hate the Dodgers, but I hate Sean Sapp even more, and he's a Blue Jay fan. So I'm in a tough spot.
All right, so that you're not going to make a pick here. Go ahead, make a pick.
I bet the Dodgers have to win this thing.
Dodgers, yeah. All right, user 1111. Monday nights and Friday nights are fun watching you. Better than Raw and SmackDown. Sad seeing you go. Hail to the real King of Kings.
Yes, amen to that. Yes,
and people don't really like you, because you're just a bitter son of a bitch.
Yes,
high stem ace. Okay, maybe I don't know what that is. Thank you, Vince and Mac, for the great shows. We'll miss you, Vince. Have you seen Dexter Resurrection yet? You absolutely must. You will love it.
I want to show everybody how I practice what I preach. Mac, I love Dexter. I've watched all the Dexters on Showtime. I've watched them all, right?
Yep.
So they just came out with the new Dexter Resurrection. I could not wait to see it, right? So I've got Paramount Plus. I put on my Paramount Plus, and here it is. Oh, you want to see Dexter Resurrection? Well, you're going to have to pay an extra $5.99 a month. And you know what I said, Mac? Nope. Because you know why? Eventually, Dexter Resurrection will be on somewhere for free. So I said no. I did a whole show of that today, bro. It's our fault everything becomes the norm. It's our fault, bro, because they sneak up prices and sneak up ticket prices and sneak up food prices, and we buy it, and now it's the norm, and now we don't say it. Guys, I practice what I preach, man. I have not seen Dexter Resurrection because I will not pay the extra money.
That happened to me recently on Gotham. I was telling you that I went back and started watching Gotham again, and after I get into like the first or second, I think I was actually going into the second season, all of a sudden it was no longer available on the platform unless I paid an additional fee for a higher tier.
Yeah.
And I'm like, look, I've already seen the series once. I'm not going to pay to see it again. I'm saying it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
But I felt like I was getting ripped off. It's like, hey, look, I was just watching this for free yesterday, and now today I can't watch it. Come on.
Yep. Exactly. 1,000%. Yep.
Let's see. Red Cap Uno, set my alarm to catch the final episode of BroDown Live. Much respect from South Africa, Mac and Vince. Hey, Red Cap. Thank you, brother.
Wow, that's awesome. Thank you, Red Cap.
And David Duffett, no more WWE SmackDown in my life. So
Yeah, David, too, has been a weekly contributor. Thank you very much, my friend.
Yes, he has. And I think Vince has even said this before on the show, maybe once or twice. We don't see a nickel of what you're getting.
You guys, we don't see any of these.
Now, this is just money in the pocket of sports keto. So, I mean, we enjoy doing this, I can tell you, because they pay us a nice amount of money for it. Yep. Let's see. Who else we got in here? ACM Ventures. Thanks for all the Friday nights, Russo and Mac make a good, or he says, Russo and Mac make a good tag team. Hope you'll find ways to keep working together outside of Sportskeeda. Appreciate you both. Hey, guy, we appreciate that very much.
Yeah, and we will, bro. Mac and I have already spoken about it. Yeah, bro, we're buddies. We really enjoy working together. I mean, honestly, bro, when you take Mac's talent and my talent, and we're forced to watch this, we can do a much better show with better content, topics worth talking about. So I'm confident that's going to happen.
Yeah, because when we're doing the reviews of the shows, too many times we're pressed to tell you everything that happened in the show, and none of it is any good. So it's easier to talk about things that are actually good in wrestling that we may actually enjoy, or things that are really bad that we need to talk about. But at least we're not forced to talk about certain things. Not that they ever forced us to say anything. That didn't happen.
No, that never happened. That never happened.
And by the way, if you'd like to be a part of the show, all you got to do is drop us a super chat into the room, and we'll throw it up on the screen. You become a part of the program. Let me ask you, we got into tonight's show, and we first get a look back at what happened last week with Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes and Jacob Fatu trying to find his teeth and put them back in his mouth because they were all over the ground. How did you think the start of tonight's show with Cody coming out and everything that happened? Did you find that interesting, or anything that even made you want to watch the rest of the program?
Cody started talking. I hit the fast forward button. I got off fast forward when Drew McIntyre, came out. Drew started talking. I hit the fast forward button, and I took the fast forward button off when they started fighting. That's all they do on this show is fight. That's it. That's all the show is. If
you go back, and I made notes about that too, Vince, it simply said that there was a lot of after-match beat downs and or intrusions at the end of the match. Every single, in fact, I'm trying to think of a match where maybe it did not happen. And I still say they're going, you mentioned this all the time. They go to the well too much in too many cases. It's the same thing week after week after week. We get the Slim Jim table breaks. We get the announcer table being abused over and over again, multiple times in a show. I'm sorry, but
and guys, this is where they are absolutely clueless. This is where, like, I swear to God, guys, please start using AI. I'm begging you. You will save your jobs. You will stop looking like incompetent morons. We saw last week, Mac. We saw the Jets and the Sharks line up. We saw the Samoans, and we saw the Wyatt Sicks. We saw them on opposite sides of each other. Okay, so this week we've got the Samoans against Nakamura and Phoenix. The Samoans go over. Where's the Wyatt Sicks? This is what
I can tell you where the Wyatt Sicks was, because I saw him on TV tonight.
Where was
Sure did. When Aleister Black came out with Zelina Vega, did the entrance for them not resemble the Wyatt Sicks with her crawling on the ground in the fog? Does nobody realize you've already got an opening that looks like that already?
No, not at all. Not at all. This God, bro. Man, I got to tell you guys, because like I said, man, I'm coming off writing 9 shows again, and I hadn't done that in a while. Mac, there's a lot to writing a show. There really is a lot, because you want to make sure everybody is represented. You want to make sure everybody is presented. You want to make sure you're telling stories. You're getting characters over. You're getting heat on heels. Everything has to make sense. My entire checklist every time I write on a show, every single one of those checks are non-existent on these shows. Every single one of them.
Well, and if for those of you who keep wondering, I keep seeing people ask the question, where's he going? Who's he working for? According to Disco, I think it was NWA.
Conan and Disco, no, man. They put a story. They put a whole story out about it.
Sure. They got the break on it right there, man. They got the scoop. Yeah. Let's see what else was happening tonight. The MFTs, Jay-Z and Tama versus Ray Phoenix and Shinsuke Nakamura. Go ahead.
I'm gonna quiz you again, because we've already gone through this.
Okay.
I've already forgotten what MFTs are again. Do you know what MFTs are?
I thought it was My Family Tree at first, and then somebody said, no, that's not it. It was I know what somebody else said, but I don't know if I can even say that, but my effing Tongas.
I like that. Now that wouldn't be bad, Mac. That wouldn't be bad. I swear to God, guys, they say MFT. I still have no idea what that
means. I can't remember to save my soul right now. I really can't. Hey, the super chat's open.
It's got to be tribal something, I guess. No, my tribal faction, I
don't know.
Somebody's got to help us with that. I don't know where it is. And I want to say too, I'm going to tell everybody too. Since this is all last show, this will be a lot of fun. Let's make it clear, Mac. Sportskeeda never, ever, 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 ever once edited me or Mac. Said you can't say this, said you can't say that. And keep in mind, man, it is in the best interest of Sportskeeda to get WWE talent on their show and access to talent. They never, ever censored me and Mac. But I will tell you now, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 people on the bottom of this graphic. Okay. I will tell you the only time I ever heard from Sportskeeda is when you look at the 11 people on the bottom of this graphic and you pick out the fattest and ugliest person. Well, let me clarify this, Mac.
Okay.
When you pick out the ugliest and fattest male of these 11 people down below, the ugliest and fattest male threatened lawsuit twice to Sportskeeda because he didn't like the things I said about him on this show. That was the only time. And bro, Sportskeeda, like they got so worried. I'm like, guys, are you kidding me? He's going to sue you over what? Oh, Vince Russo gave his opinion about me and he doesn't like me too much. That's what he's going to sue you over? So just to let everybody out there know, that was the only time I ever heard from Sportskeeda.
And honestly, that's the only time I have too, because I remember getting a phone call saying, don't bring up so-and-so's name.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, why can't we say his name? And then they told me, and I was like, okay.
the fattest and ugliest guy in the graphic, don't bring up his name.
Yeah, and if you're going left to right, not saying that he might be number 6 or 7.
What, bro? You're so weak. You are so. You know the shit that's been said about me, Mac, in the last 30 years. You know the shit. You think I ever threatened to sue anybody, bro? Give me a freaking.
Since when can we not have a comment about somebody, our opinion of someone? If I can't do that, I'm in the wrong damn country. I can tell you that right now.
Exactly, bro.
Let's see. Zubar Talk TV with a $10 donation. Hey, brother, thank you so much.
Yeah, he was another one. Zubar again, get a lot of money over the years, Mac.
BroDown and Legion of Raw will be missed. The critique of modern wrestling is needed, and y'all the only ones who will say what's needed to be said. Wish we have something in the future, or wish we have something in the future. So do we. Thank you, guys. And as Vince has already mentioned, we've been talking. So just keep your ears open. Go to Road Trip After Hours on my YouTube channel, and I'll keep updates coming into there for anything that's going to be popping up that you might want to know about. So just keep your eyes open there. Let's see. I think we got another one in here. Brian Adams. Hey, Vince, forgot SmackDown. For the last show, can you bless BroDown and Mac with Corking Hall 20-minute train ride? What's he talking about?
We'll go through it, Mac. I got a whole roadcaster here, and I've got like throughout this entire thing, I've got the best of Dave Meltzer. So I'll just randomly play some of them. Here's a favorite of mine.
It's best Iron Man match that's ever been.
Yes, the words of wisdom of the great Dave Meltzer. Yes.
What the fuck did he say?
I think this is what he said. Hold on. Listen carefully, Mac.
Okay.
Listen carefully.
That shit that he does, I mean, with the hands in the pants, I mean, that is great stuff.
Great stuff. The hands in the pants, Mac. Great stuff.
I do that after dinner every night. That's great stuff.
Very nice. Very nice.
Oh, Jesus. All right, let's see. We got some more in here. Robert Rose. WWE missed a great opportunity to retire the world championship due to Rollins' injury. Gives them an out to get rid of that title. Rollins comes back hot, saying he's the real champion since he beat Cody.
Robert, that's great. I agree with you, man, because me and Mac, we come on here every week. We don't even know who the champions are. There's so many belts that mean absolutely nothing, bro, and we have no idea who the champions even are. I agree with you, Robert.
What is the guy's name? Oh, the new U.S. champion.
Dragunov?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck, Dragunov or something like that. He has a weird first name. Idiot.
Idiot. Imbecile?
Something like that.
Off. You know, Mac, let's talk about some of the things on this show, though. I swear to God that are hysterical to me.
Well, that would be the entire show.
This is very hysterical. I swear to God, how does this guy, Kit Wilson, still have a job? And think about this, bro. How many weeks have DUI showed up and gotten paid just to cut a meaningless promo in the back?
And the poor guy can't find a shirt. Every one of his interviews, he's shirtless. You ever notice that?
How much have they made just to cut meaningless promos in the back? Not to mention Fraxium.
Oh yeah.
Why are these people on the show and getting paid? Can somebody please tell me?
It almost feels like they throw them on TV because they're paying them. So they get something out of them. So they just throw them into a segment. That's all, bro. And it's always the same thing. Tag team facing tag team against another tag team that walks up and another tag team walks up. It's the same old shit.
What a waste of time and money, man.
David Duffett saying, with Jacob Fatu, how do you not use Isaac Yankem DDS?
That'd be a lot more interesting than a whodunit, man. You know, they shoot footage of Jacob going to the dentist and Isaac Yankem is the dentist. Now we got something.
What I don't understand is why don't you do a follow-up with Jacob Fatu this week? I mean, we know he's injured, and this is something that they've gotten away from. They've taken the injury angles out of so many things. I think we may have even talked about this in recent weeks, where you've got somebody with a legitimate injury. In the old days, they would put a camera crew in that damn hospital, and you actually get to see the surgery take place.
Mac, do you know what I did on WCW once? Because I was a heel. Somebody got heat on me or something, and I had a head injury. And the next
that explains things.
Yeah. The next week on Nitro, I literally showed brain surgery and said that was me. I said Vince Russo went in for brain surgery, and I showed actual brain surgery. Yeah.
Now, let me ask you, how many people bought it?
Oh God,
probably a bunch of them. That's the scary part. Let's see. Nick Sola T. WWE is just now rinse and repeat of storyline. Man, you ain't lying.
Yeah, Nick Sola. Like, I swear to God, it's like seriously the who done it with Fatu. Now they just did that.
Yep,
they just did that with Jade Cargill. The same exact thing.
Now let me ask you, Vince. Do you remember who the announce team was last week?
Oh, God, no.
Do you know who it is this week?
I thought I heard Cole.
See, there's the problem. Again, this week, we have a different announce team. Every week for the last month or two, and I'm sure they probably explained it somewhere, but to the casual viewer, and I'm more than a casual viewer, I would think I should know more about why we keep playing musical chairs with the announcers on SmackDown. There's nothing permanent there.
So who was the announcers on
tonight? Was Michael Cole and who? I may have wrote it down. Corey Graves. Corey Graves was back tonight, and Michael Cole. Who knows? Who knows? Let's see. So you don't the scary clowns with the black and white paint on their faces. That doesn't do anything for you, huh?
The
MFT.
The Samoan. Yeah, the Samoan clowns. Yeah,
the Samoan clowns. God, we'll get killed for that. Yeah, this is the last show for sure. We might not be alive tomorrow.
I'm already in trouble with Rikishi, even though Rikishi's been pretty quiet since that stuff went down at his school. So
let's see. Grinny 777. Triple H tried so hard to get Kross over and ended up giving him the worst or the whole gimmick to Aleister Black and Zelina.
Yep, that's exactly right. That should have been their spot. Absolutely.
Okay, and this is nothing against Zelina, because I've met Zelina. She's a sweetheart, and she really wants to do well. She has that desire. But you had a better setup when you had Scarlett. And I don't understand why you didn't use it. And all I can figure, there must be some kind of a behavior issue, or somebody just doesn't get along with somebody else.
Mac, I could tell you as a fact, and you know, Mac, you know when I tell you as a fact, you know I know. You know this ain't rumor hearsay. I could tell you as a fact. Remember that one promo he cut, that one shoe promo? Remember when he sat at the table that time? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, when he vented a little bit.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Nobody knew about that promo but him. That was not written. That was not discussed. Okay. He cut that promo. Okay. WWE brass, including Triple H, did not know whether or not Kross was shooting. And they avoided Kross for like the next 4 days because they didn't know whether he was shooting or working, and they avoided him. Can you put Vince McMahon in that spot? Put Vince McMahon in that. You're going to tell me Vince McMahon is going to avoid Karrion Kross for 4 days?
Nope. Not a chance. He'd be the first thing he'd do as soon as he gets in that building, put him in my office.
Yeah. Absolutely. And as soon as that happened, we saw what happened to Karrion Kross.
Zubar Talk TV, from both your perspectives, any advice to hopefuls hoping to succeed in breaking in the industry despite the issues with modern wrestling? P.S. Amazing after watching SmackDown, now training as a pro wrestler. Very cool. That's great news if you're training, especially if it's something you love to do.
Mac, I always say with good conscience, I cannot recommend anybody get in the wrestling business, bro. I'm sorry. I would tell you, bro, rethink it. Don't do it. It's not worth it. I mean, I'm just being honest, bro. I'm just being honest.
From somebody who I love being involved in it, but I don't think that to the point that working full time back in the days of Attitude and traveling up and down the road as much as they did, I don't think I could have lasted. The truth be known, I don't think I could have handled that schedule. But not only that, the time away from family, that's got to be the part that just kills you the most.
Absolutely, Matt. That, bro, I people don't realize this. I was in the WWE for less than 5 years. I was burnt out. I was done. I mean, my brain was absolute toast for the reasons that you're saying.
Yeah, for me, I've left town before, for an extended period of time, and I tell my wife all the time, as soon as I get to where I'm going, I feel like I'm lost, and I need to be back at home because I know I can control everything from there. But being far away, I can't control things, and that would just drive me nuts.
Yeah. I'm about to go out for 4 straight days. So you know what I'm going through. Like I am exactly going through that. But you know what it is, Mac? Like, honestly, it's great content. You know what I'm saying? It's great content. It's going to give me so much to talk about. And yeah, man, you know how it is. You just said it. At our age, it's very hard for us to leave our comfort zones. Yeah. We're very used to things. We love our wives. We love being with our wives. We love being in familiar surroundings. And to leave the comfort zone is not an easy thing to do. But again, Mac, I podcast for a living. Yeah. I need more than the WWE. There's nothing to talk about. So when I have an opportunity to go out on the road for 4 days and get hours and hours and hours of content, I've got to do it because I certainly am not going to talk about this crap.
No. And look here, this one thing I've said before, I've been semi-retired for about 10 years now. And if I had a choice of totally retiring and just sitting in my home, I couldn't do it because I've got to be creative too. I've got to let my creative juices flow, doing something. And that's why I still do wrestling, because I still love the product of what it was. I'm not a fan of what it is. And I'd like to see things get fixed, which is why this show came about, because we were going to bitch and tell you about the problems in the show because somebody needs to point them out, because I don't think enough people take it seriously when somebody just makes a snide comment about the show, when in reality, we make those comments, but then we tell you why we made those comments. And to kind of point out why, there are issues within today's professional wrestling. Rob, and I feel bad about this, Rob, because you spent $20.25 of Rab Stars, and There's absolutely no question there. So
yeah, but that's nice, Rap. Thank you very much, my friend.
man. Hey, that's Sportskeeda appreciates that. Traffic Jam saying Kross and Scarlett are superstars. They'll be fine.
He's Mac, he's looking at he's getting a lot of scripts, man. He's getting a lot of scripts. He's gonna go beyond wrestling. I can guarantee you that.
Well, he has that ability, and so does Scarlett, for that matter.
Absolutely.
Know, and in the area, especially when you get into action films and things like that. I mean, they're perfectly fit for something like that. So
absolutely.
That's how most of all these guys have started off. Let's see who else we got coming in here. We got a wrestling historian. Hey, brother. Hulk Hogan said on Bubba's show that he was mad because he believed you cost him 4 months of pay after booking him to lay down for Sting at Halloween Havoc 1999. How much truth is there to this claim?
I don't think Hogan was out for 4 months after Halloween Havoc. To be honest with you, I don't remember Hulk being out that long, but I don't know. Hey, listen, man, one of the things I did at WCW was right off the bat, because of my respect for them, Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan had to be, I don't want to say repackaged. You're not going to repackage those guys. Yep. They had to be put in the right spot for where they were in their careers. When I went to WCW in 1999, Mac, like a week or two before I went back, they had Hogan and Flair in the main event, and it was atrocious. They were both way past their prime. They were exposing themselves, and I realized these are two legends. They need to be on the show, but they need to be on the show in the right spot according to where they are now. And that's all I was trying to do.
They needed a new coat of paint in order for them to. I get what you're saying. And that happens to a lot of guys. That's one thing I will say about like Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho is fantastic at repackaging himself and keeping himself up to date with the latest kind of things, which always makes him relevant. And a lot of guys like Hogan and Flair stuck on that character that they were in the beginning and can never let it go. And it had to expand, just like Sting. When Sting went from Surfer Sting to Black and White Sting, he had to do it because his old Sting was out of touch.
And then that's the problem, man. You really want to help them, but they're so paranoid that they think you're putting them out to pasture when you're not. But that's how freaking wrestlers are.
Nick Aldis.
Hold on, let's play another Meltzer clip.
Okay, let's do that.
We got a bunch of them here. Hold on. Here's one you might like.
They are going to see blow your mind wrestling.
Blow your mind. When's the last time you saw blow your mind wrestling, Matt? What year, Matt?
I remember what year that was. What, 78?
Yeah. When Lou Albano was managing the Valiants. Yeah, that's the last time I saw blow my mind wrestling. Yes. Mac, listen to this one carefully. You'll get a good kick out of it, but you got to listen to this carefully. Listen to this.
I saw poster at the train station at Wembley, and obviously if you go to Wembley, there's stuff, but I mean, as far as the whatever it is,
out and about
at Buckingham Palace area, nothing.
There were no all-out posters at Buckingham Palace.
Well, I didn't expect them, but I expected something, like you go out there and you would see some reminiscence of something.
Bro, AEW banners hanging from Buckingham Palace. He expected. Mac, can you imagine? Mac, that's like WrestleMania posters hanging from the White House.
Do you mean to tell me we couldn't have the royal family at the show too? I mean, ringside.
What a gem! What a gem!
I was going to ask you about Nick Aldis, but the poor guy, everybody's making matches around him. Does it seem like his job is just non-relevant at this point anymore? I mean, why even be employed there anymore?
It's so useless. It's so useless, man.
Now, there's one thing I did want to bring up, and I wanted to see if you noticed this. Julia and Chelsea Green and the Secret Cervix were in the back. And then came up the one girl that we always call Big Purse.
Big Purse. Yep.
Did you notice? And maybe it's just my
Did
imagination.
Did I notice her big gimmicks?
Yeah, well, I saw those too. Yeah, but did you notice that her bag though is getting bigger?
Yeah, she's going back to Big Purse.
She's getting bigger and bigger bags. It's like every week it's a bigger bag.
Mac, I got to ask you this: Have you ever done this? How long you been involved in wrestling or been a fan of wrestling? How long?
A fan of wrestling?
Yeah.
Oh long. God, 50 years.
Okay. Have you ever done this, Mac? Here we go.
So like, yeah, when someone says like, oh yeah, like I was a giant fan, it's like, do you ever bicycle ride to a house show? I mean, I did.
Mac, I'm going to ask you the question. Did you ever bicycle ride? Then you weren't a fan, Mac. You never bicycle rode to a house show.
Now see, so that makes me not a fan and uncool, I guess, in his eyes. But in the meantime, I was on a bike, but I was jumping things. I was on ramps and jumping over the top of things. I wasn't just sitting in my room playing video.
Yes.
Oh dear.
Okay, continue on with the show.
Okay, let's see. What else can we talk about? We had Big Purse. We're talking about Big Purse. Wait, there is something, Vince. I don't mean to cut you off. Talking about Big Purse and the girls and everything. Tiffy time and Big Purse in a match. Could they do any more gymnastics instead of wrestling in the freaking match? It's not believable.
It's not believable at all. It's not believable at all.
I enjoyed looking at them. I'm not going to say that, but I mean, dear God, let's at least make the match look realistic. If I see somebody coming at me in a cartwheel, I want to do what Joe does in AEW, and thank God he does do this. Whenever one of the flippy guys gets up on the ring post and they come to the land on top of him, he just walks out the way or swats them out the way. That's what a real person would do.
Yeah. Mac, let me ask you a question. You follow the NFL?
A little bit, not much.
Do you know who the quarterback of the Kansas City Chiefs is?
I could not tell you right now. No.
Pat Mahomes. You don't know Pat Mahomes?
I know who Pat Mahomes is. Yes.
Well, hold on. You pronounced the name wrong. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Why would Patrick Mahomes be booked as a heel in Kansas City?
Patrick Mahomes. It's Patrick Mahomes. It's Patrick Mahomes, Mac. How dare you, Mac? Mac, I want to ask you this too. This is what I hate too, man, because Mac, you know better than anybody. Mac knows. Mac was a player in the game. It's all about heels and heat. So you got Dragunov and what's his face? Black.
You can't remember his name.
Mac, you got Dragunov and Aleister Black, right? And then you got Zelina Vega get involved. Then Priest comes out. So Priest lights up Aleister Black a little bit, right? Yep. Then Zelina Vega jumps on Priest's back and like rakes the burnt eye. Okay. Mac, what do you do at that point? You let the heel get more heat on Damian Priest. Yep. They bailed. Yep. Dude, this is booking 101, bro. Damian Priest came out, lit him up, shined a little bit. Then Vega jumps, she rakes the eye. He's selling the eye, he can't see. Why are you bailing out? The dude can't see. That's where the heel's gotta leave him laying again.
Yep. Any heel in any fight would take advantage of his injury in a heartbeat.
Who the freak are these agents, man?
By the way, the new U.S. champion in Idiot or Dragunov, whatever, Idiot Dragunov.
Yeah.
When I saw him in that jacket, I'm thinking he has got to be melting inside that big furry Santa Claus jacket he's wearing. Who put that guy in this thing? The jacket's bigger than he is.
Bro, you know what I think about when I watch these shows? I swear to God, are there any American wrestlers anymore? Are there? Do we not have professional wrestlers in America anymore?
No, our U.S. champ is always foreign.
Oh my God, there's so many foreign wrestlers on these shows that you can't freaking understand. Like, really? Mac, remember back in the day when you had a foreign wrestler? It was Ludwig Borga. Remember Ludwig Borga? They were special because there was only one. So Waldo von Erich. There was only one. The Iron Sheik. You didn't have one. right? You didn't have 10 foreign-speaking people at the same freaking time.
No. In fact, most of your foreign speakers were heels.
Right, exactly.
Because at the time it was Japanese or wherever it may be, German, Russian, whatever. They were always thought to be, evil characters and villains in the play. Nowadays, it's just normal people. Half the time, like Stephanie Vakir or Vakir, whatever her name is, the Velcro girl. She beautiful look. But I can't understand half of what she says.
I can't understand her. Julia was speaking in another language tonight. Seriously, man.
All right, let's see. We got a few more of these super chats here. Young Reckless Russo, can the screw job happen in this era or not?
Nah, they wouldn't know how to write that. Are you kidding me? Listen, Mac, I got bad news.
Uh-oh.
Meltzer's been listening to the show.
Oh God.
And he's called in. Can I put him through?
Put him through.
Are you ready?
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
All right, go ahead, Dave. Don't say this isn't a fair show, bro. We're gonna put you through. Go ahead. What do you have to say?
Okay. What is this other thing at Tony Storm?
Okay. All right. What's next, Mac?
Traffic jams next. I'd rather be a podcaster than a full-time wrestler.
Absolutely. 1000%, man.
A lot easier on the body.
Who called me the other day, bro? I hadn't talking to him in years, and he just started podcasting. He's out having an absolute blast and doing really well. Devon.
Yes, I talk to Devon quite often.
Yeah, good. I loved it, bro. I hadn't talking to him in years, bro. I was so happy to hear from him. But yeah, man.
I'll tell you something, Vince. I don't know if maybe I'd never told you this, but Devon, when you and I first started working together, he saw one of our shows right after we started, and he gave me a phone call saying, "Man, I'm liking this setup with you and Vince. You work well together."
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. Devon has been a big help to me in the podcasting area because he'll call me up and say, "Hey, Mac, try this." Certain different things on podcasts.
Yeah,
I've had a good response with this.
Always been a great dude.
Yeah, stand-up guy. I really like Devon. Let's see. Who gives a shit about wrestling?
I don't know.
I'm not really sure what you meant there, so I don't want to put words in your mouth.
Hold on. Meltzer's on the phone again because he thinks we making fun of him the last time.
Go ahead, Dave.
Are you sure?
Yeah, put him.
All right, go ahead, Dave. Go ahead.
Well, everything's Cork and Hall. So if you stay at Cork and Hall, you're going to walk. It's a 20-minute train ride.
Yeah. 20-minute train ride from Cork and Hall. Mac, you ever take that train ride from Cork and Hall?
I'm glad you can tell me what he's saying because I don't know what he was just saying at all. I swear to God. I was like, what did he just say? Oh, what a dumbass. All right, let's see. What else do we have here tonight on the show we can talk about before we get out of here? Charlotte and Alexa Bliss in the back with Nia Jax, blah, blah, blah. Same old shit we always get. And that's pretty much it. Drew McIntyre, Jimmy Uso, and this show is done. We're fired. This is our last payday right here. Anything you want to do?
Well, you got a thing on a gimmick. You got a screen. You got a super chat there.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, a wrestling historian. I'm glad you saw that. It was Randy Savage quitting WCW on Nitro, your way of writing him off of TV for the Avengers storyline that you were planning.
Yes, a wrestling historian, 1,000%.
Okay. You're gonna have to back up a little bit here. What is the Avengers storyline? What am I missing here?
Mac, these freaking guys! I swear to God, the level of paranoia in wrestling, it'll blow your mind. Mac, the storyline I was creating when I went to WCW was one by one, we were eliminating all the legends. That's why the Filthy Young Animals took Flair out to the desert. That's why Hogan, did the job to Sting. That's why I had a thing with Mr. Perfect where if he lost one match, he was out. We were doing a thing with Roddy Piper, and we did a thing with Savage right there. What a wrestling historian. The whole idea was going to be get rid of all these legends. And they kind of come back as the Avengers altogether. Now, this was before the Avenger movie. This is 1999. Because, Mac, the beauty of that would have been you have all these legends coming in together and united who never got along in the past.
Yep.
So now you had so many ways to go with this one, didn't get along with that one. That was the storyline. And they were all told that up front. But once I did it, then they got in the ears of, Bill Bush. Well, Russo, he's trying to get rid of us. He's trying to get rid of us. And I was like, okay, whatever. But yes,
everybody became paranoid.
Absolutely. But yes, Wrestling Historian, that was absolutely part of it.
Yeah. All right. So let's see. We got a few more in here we can get in before we're out of here. A Wrestling Historian asking, you didn't want to work with a committee, but when you came back to WCW, there was one in place that supported Booker T. What changed for you?
That wasn't really a committee, a Wrestling Historian. Those were like all my friends. Like those were people that I brought in. So like I was still in charge, but I brought in this committee of people that I trusted.
Rob saying, I missed the chat part. Thank you, guys. I've been listening to Vince Russo for many years. He knows what's the reality behind wrestling. Mac, hey, Rap, good to see you in here, my friend. And we appreciate you coming by tonight, and everybody who stopped in here tonight on our final show. We appreciate it. Rowan Curtis off Vermont Avenue. He had to be one of the last ones of the night because he always pops in.
We didn't see it. We better go back. See if you can find Rollins's super chat.
Let's see. I got one on the screen right now. Does he have another one too?
Yeah, he said you guys skipped my super chat.
Yeah,
so he must have one there.
Aha, he's right too. I see it now.
Good.
Rowan Curtis off Vermont Avenue. Sorry, brother. There's been 4 reboot Saturday main event shows, and not once did WWE show 1 second of Hogan in their nostalgic intros. WWE waited for Hogan to pass the show as cartoon, and they'll now likely add Hogan to the intros. I don't recall the very first Saturday night's main event. He was not included on any of the build-up for that. I thought he was.
Yeah, I don't know.
While he was still alive, he actually did a little promo, I thought, for it.
Yeah, I don't remember because I haven't seen any of the main events, so I honestly couldn't tell you.
Make sure I didn't miss anybody else. If I missed anybody else, holler and let me know. But I don't know how it's rolling.
Hey, Mac.
Yeah.
The wrestling ratings have not been so well lately. There's an explanation. There's a logical explanation for I have 2 of them. Would you like to hear them?
Please. Yeah, I need to know.
Here's the first one.
And the only other thing that beat him was a Hallmark movie.
A Hallmark movie beat them in the ratings. And then there's this one, Mac.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer did a big number as well.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer did a big number Can you imagine, bro? Can you imagine I'm working for Vince McMahon and the Raw number comes in and it's the drizzling shits, and Vince calls me in his office, Vince, what happened with the rating? And I tell Vince McMahon this. Can you imagine?
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer did a big number.
Can you imagine if I told Vince McMahon? Well, Vince, listen, with all due respect, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer did
he would have had a stroke. You would have been fired on the spot too.
He would have threw me out the 4th floor window of the Titan Tower, bro.
All right, now Rowan, I know you had 2 of them in here, and I can't find. I don't know why yours are skipping around because nobody else has done this.
Is there another one, Roland? Is there another one?
He had one that I was about to read, and then you told me he had one before it, so I went back.
Well, the one you were about to read was him saying we missed one.
Okay. Well, that's
what you were about to read. Yeah.
Okay, then we're all good now.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that's
wait a minute. There you go.
Wait a minute. Speaking of Conan and Disco, they recently recalled the WCW boys reacting to Austin becoming a bigger draw than Hogan. Did WCW more hate Austin for WWE's success, or was there a kind of respect for him? Do you follow that?
Yeah, no, Roland, when it comes to the boys, like in like a WCW locker room and a WWE locker room, there's never heat between the boys like that. I mean, the boys are the boys. So there was never really any heat like that. I mean, Mac, you know, you've been in locker rooms.
Yeah. John popping in. Please get Mac on the brand.
No, listen, man. I need my dose of Mac, guys. I need my dose of Mac. We just got
doesn't sound good.
Listen, hey, we just got to figure it out, bro. Give us time to figure it out. I need my Mac.
Yeah. Look here, like we said, we have been discussing different things, different projects and stuff. So just keep your ears open, keep your eyes open as well. But Vince and I, we're both aware that we click pretty well on these shows, and we get along well. So, and that's a lot when it comes to a podcast. You got to make sure you can get along with the people you're working with.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
So, yep. And look here, I want to say this one more time before we get out of here, so that everybody knows this. When it gets to Vince Russo, you hear a lot of stuff out there, bad things about Vince Russo, and he's bitter, he hates everything. If you take the time to listen to what he says and really take it in, more times than not, 9 times out of 10, I would say, based on my time with him on this show, he's absolutely correct. He's just pointing out things that rubs people wrong. I'm sorry if that bothers you, it bothers you. But the truth is the truth, and sometimes it hurts.
Yeah, listen, man. There's a New York honesty that a lot of people don't like, and Mac, people know me. People know me in professional sports. When my team starts playing like crap, I'm cutting promos on them every single day. And Mac, I swear to God, when the Giants lose 3 in a row and I'm freaking pissed off, guess what, Mac? I will take time off from watching them. I do that. So, you guys got to understand, this isn't a WWE thing. This is a shitty wrestling show. I don't care. Hey, if you guys notice, we never comment on AEW because we don't watch the show. So I can't comment on a show I don't watch. I watch this show every single week, guys. I'm commenting on a television show.
And here's one thing I know for sure. Next Friday night, Vince Russo will still sit down and watch 2 hours of SmackDown.
Oh, God, Mac. Please.
All right, Vince, tell everybody where they can find you since they can't find you on Sportskeeda anymore.
Yeah, guys, you're going to be able to find me at Russo's Brand, man, and it's very inexpensive. We never, ever raise the price, and you can get a free week and sample us. Just go to patreon.com/Russo TWC.
Road Trip After Hours. That's on YouTube. That's my YouTube page, Road Trip After Hours. If you'll go and subscribe and hit the notifications bell, I'll promise I will keep you up to date with what's happening. Any projects that Vince and I might be talking about and maybe popping up, we'll let you know there, as well as his social media. And we appreciate everybody stopping by throughout the time of BroDown. You made this show. Quite honestly, this started on a private channel in the beginning where people had to pay. And then they said, hey, look, we need to move you guys over to the live channel here because of the people who are watching, and we started getting a lot of people watching. Yep. We can't thank you enough for spending your Friday nights with us, because we know you have a choice. And it's the same thing that we feel when it comes to wrestling. If we don't like what's on Friday nights, and we tell you so. If you don't like what we have here, well, I guess you told us so, because we're gone. We're fired. We're out of here. But that's it for us. Vince, I appreciate it, my friend, and good luck in your future endeavors.
Yes, you too, Mac, and we'll be talking soon. And like Mac said, man, I want to thank all you guys for watching the show, but me and Mac are going to continue to do our thing, and you'll be able to follow and support us, and that'll be great.
Oh, look, I forgot to do something too. I guess that's this is it. Time to turn off that on-air light.
Oh, yeah, very nice.
Yeah, man, we're done. We're out of here.
Good night, the party.